Hi, this is George and Tyler with another do-it-yourself home improvement project, and this is a great one. If you've got toys, then you need to be able to cover them and keep them out of the elements. So today we're going to talk about building a lean-to, and this one's pretty basic, but it's I think going to provide us some good shelter. The lean-to is 12 by 30 feet long. And let's talk about how you do it. The first thing you do is you sink in your posts. And so we did a cement tube, and those are down about 30 inches. You got to check your frost line. And then they have these brackets on there where your 4x4s will go into place. So the first one was put in the cement tube. Our carport attaches to our barn. And you can see we have 2x6 weather treated that are up against the barn. You want to get that extremely level, and then it is connected. We're lucky we have a pretty hefty beam behind that, and so those screws are 7-inch screws that are 3/8, so 3/8 by 7-inch screws. And when you put that up, very important to figure out your first hanger, and those hangers are put in with hanger nails, and so we have hangers every 16 on center. Now, that's not necessarily needed for a roof, but that's how we did it with our roof. I'll tell you what problem that created for us, but it's basically the joists are being hung every 16 inches. Our 4x4 posts are put in, and they are a little less than 7 foot. You want to remember to always build so that you've got using dimensional lumber, and so we're a little bit shorter than 8 from a structural standpoint. 8 feet between our posts, and we have two 2x6s at the top of our posts. And in this particular case, we have 5, so each one is a little bit shorter than 8, so that we can use 8-foot dimensional lumber. When you do that, you're going to measure out your 16s, and then you're going to start on your joists as well, and measure out 16s. For your, I think they're called hurricane brackets. And we have hurricane brackets that are just sitting on top of our joists. And when you figure that out, you want to figure out your pitch. We have a very low pitch. We don't get a lot of snow here. For a snowy climate, you're going to want a higher pitch. And when you put your first beam on, you're then going to want to be able to cut those joists at the correct angle, so that it fits up and butts up nice against the header plate that's against the barn. So once you have that measured out, you then just methodically go through, put your joists up. We used blocking on each one of these. These are 14.5-inch blocking between each one of the joists, and then we did some additional bracing on our joist board there. I think I'm not using the terms correctly. I'm using them interchangeably, but we have 4x4s that are basically trying to improve the wind shear that could come up. So we don't want any side-to-side motion. Let me see. So with that, next goes on your metal roofing. And with what we did in this way, we did not put OSB. Normally you would put OSB on there. We decided not to put OSB on our project, and the problem that comes up with is determining where to use your fasteners for metal roofing. So you can figure that out. We've got strings to be able to tell us where our blocking is. It's going to blocking, but normally what you would do is either use OSB across the whole thing, or you'd actually put in stringers that you'd then be screwing into. The last thing is determining, before you put the roofing up, I guess, not the last thing, but you want to be able to cut your joists so that you have some overhang. We have an 1.5-inch overhang of our material, of our roofing. The roofing is standard 12-foot metal roofing, so everything was out of Home Depot. I think this project probably is around a little under $1,500. Took about 5 days to get it to this point, and very basic on the tools. Chop saw. Most important thing is a nailer, and we use the pass load nailer. Get that on Craigslist. We got ours for $200. very helpful in this type of project. So that's that's our do-it-yourself project. What do you think, Tyler? Was it a fun one?
Yeah.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna do another project and put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, man. Nice job. It's not done yet, but we'll get it done.